Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. I am absolutely on fire today. I'm probably going to rattle off a few different videos and share as much stuff as I can today. My topic for this video is something that's kind of near and dear to me. It's something that I don't know about near and dear. It's something that I take very seriously. It's something that I believe we all need to pay attention to. So there's this thing that happens, especially real estate agents, right? Real estate agents, you set up an appointment for a buyer consultation, and they don't show up, or you schedule an appointment for a listing appointment, you're trying to confirm and they're not answering. The common verbiage I hear real estate agents use is, oh, I got ghosted. Right? I set this appointment with this person, I got ghosted. All these different things come into play. But here's the deal is, we have an opportunity when things like that happen to tell a story, right? So automatically, human nature, we go to this story of I got ghosted. Oh, they didn't show up. Oh, they don't care. Oh, they don't want to meet with me. Oh, they're flaky. You start telling these stories about this other human being in your mind about why they missed this appointment with you. Tell people they ghosted you and they're flaky and all this stuff. Well, you don't know what happened, and you're telling this negative story about this human being. What if we absolutely changed the way we were thinking about the way these things go down, and instead of telling a negative story, we told a good story? Like, we told a story that was worthy. We told a story that was forgivable. We told a story about this person that painted them in a better light. I'll be real with you, and I'll break it down in another situation. When I'm on the phones and I call someone and I'm trying to build relationships, so I'm cold calling people. Somebody hangs up on me. I don't think they hung up on me. I joke about it too. I tell myself, oh man, my phone got disconnected. I call them right back. And I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, my phone got disconnected. And I got to tell you that probably 50 to 75% of the time, we did just get disconnected. And that little story I told myself that said they hung up on me was a false story, is a story I made up. So here's the deal. If you're going to start telling stories in your mind, why don't you start telling good stories, right? Why don't you start creating a future or relationship or all these things that end up in a positive light for other human beings? Like when somebody no-shows you, instead of saying, oh, I got ghosted, oh, they're a bad person, why don't you start telling yourself, oh man, maybe they had something serious happen. Maybe they got in a car accident. I need to pray for them. Maybe something big came up. Maybe their brother just had his baby. He had his first child born, and he forgot all about his appointment with me because he wanted to go to the hospital and be with his brother because his nephew was born. That's a good story. Instead of saying they ghosted you and they're a bad person, all this other crap, start telling good stories about people in your mind. You'll be surprised once you start telling these good stories, they'll actually start coming truth. Like, you'll start finding, like, wow, that was the right story in the first place. And it leads into a whole nother topic. It's very similar with stories in your mind. So, to worry is to doubt God's plan. Understand that. Listen to that. To worry is to doubt God's plan. Here's the deal. When you're worrying, all you're doing is you're creating a story of something that could possibly happen that's negative, that could hurt you, that's detrimental, and you're telling this bad story, and you're walking yourself through this situation that's a bad story, and it starts to feel like crap, and a lot of times it ends up in fear. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You start making bad decisions because of this worry of what's gonna happen. Stop. Start telling yourself a good story. Stop worrying. So I said to worry is to doubt God's plan. It's funny, on a morning radio show. It was years ago. It was like some 97.1 country legends I listen to all the time. And he said the funniest thing. He said, y'all know what, guys? This worrying thing actually works. 90% of the stuff I worry about doesn't even happen. It doesn't even come true. Think about that. Think about that for a second. Guys, you're making all these stories in your mind about what could possibly happen. Some people create an anxiety in their life about it. Some people create this worry and this story that's so bad that they don't take action. They freeze up. It paralyzes them. I'm asking you to stop. I'm asking you to go against these things that you've been programmed in your mind to start creating these bad stories about whoever and whatever in the situation, and start telling yourself a good story, guys. And I'm telling you, the more good stories you start telling yourself about other people, the more good stories you start telling yourself about yourself, the more these things are going to come to fruition, the more these stories will come to life and reality. And then you live a good story and you live a good life. It changes everything, guys. You don't believe it, but the things that are going on in your mind, they are absolutely growing legs. They are absolutely walking the walk, talking the talk, and they're going out there and they're living a life. You somehow or another, something happened in our past where this negativity came in, and we all these limiting beliefs and all these things came into our mind, and we start telling bad stories, guys. Stop telling bad stories in your mind. This leads me to my final little phrase and saying is, you get what you deserve in your imagination. You get what you deserve in your imagination. If you can dream it, guys, if you can dream it, if you can paint the most vivid picture of what the future looks like, if you could imagine your future, you could smell it, you can taste it, you can feel it, you know who's around, you know where you're at, you know what house you're in, you know everything about this dream and this vision, right? If you can imagine it, you can begin making it come true. You can begin sharing it with other people, and they can begin helping you make it come true as well. If you don't know what the heck you want and you can't imagine it, do you think the universe or God or anybody's going to help you go and get it? Absolutely not, because you don't even know what you want. So I'm asking you guys, start telling better stories, painting better pictures. Go out there and start living your dreams, guys. Any way I can help you, let me know. Let me know. If you want to go through a session that I go through with my people to start visualizing the future and what it can be to change your entire life, give me a shot. I want to help you with it. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. You get what you deserve in your imagination. Imagine it, dream it, make it tangible in your mind, and it'll start to happen. I know. I dreamt this life as a kid. I dreamt this life of warmth, love, and being in a family where everybody just took care of each other, and everything was it was rosy. I dreamt of this life when I was a kid, and now I get to live it. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Handle your business. You get what you deserve in your imagination. Take it easy.